we're gonna move along to our next battle. As you can see, it's the Aerial Aces against this weirdo Sparkling Arias. Who the heck is that weirdo?
I don't know how
Um,
to get here.
we're gonna introduce third team, the Aerial Aces, led by Tyro, playing for the Trevor Project, currently first place, overtaking the High Def Delinquents at 8-2. The mega of this team being the Mega Altaria, which is at 4-3. For OU, we have the Quacklevola at 5-2, and the Skarmory at 11-2. And for UU, we have the Hawlucha, which is also at 11, but has a slightly lower KD because it is at 11-3. With the Skeletors' Bird at 6-4. It's not the Skeletors, it's the Bird. The Skeletors are just there for the ride. The Bird does everything. For RU, we have the Talonflame at 0-1, and the Porygon Z at 15-6. And we have the Swellow at 0-0, which has not shown up yet, which is absolutely terrifying. Swellow is really good. For NU, we have the Decidueye at 1-1, the Kilowattrel at 3-6, and the Sigilyph at 0-1. For the PU Mons, we have the Hisuian Decidueye at 2-3, with the Archeops, Bombardier, and Cramorant each not showing their faces in battle. They're just kind of there just to support the rest of the squad, you know. Introducing their opponent will not be me. If you would like to introduce myself.
Sure, I can introduce you. This is the Sparkling Arias, ran by Sakura for the Point of Pride organization, currently in 6th place at 6-4. Their Mega being Mega Gallade at 9-2, with their OUs being Meowscarada at 7-4, and Corviknight surprisingly only at 0-1, probably because it hasn't seen the battlefield that much.
It's a new trade. It's getting there. I traded this like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Mandatory. Anyways, moving on to UU, we have the Alolan Ninetales at 0-3, and the Hisuian Zoroark at 4-5. Moving on, we have the RU Pokemon Arcanine at 3-2, Goodra at 0-1, and Crocodile at 5-2. Next, we have the NU Pokemon with Inteleon going 4-3, Porygon 2, which hasn't seen the battlefield yet, and Galvantula at 3-3. It has?
It just hasn't done anything.
I didn't know it had seen the battlefield. I just assumed it showed up to the battlefield in a Pokeball or something.
No, I brought it several times, and it hit the field of play. It just didn't do anything.
I must have missed it a couple times, but that's okay.
I brought it against you.
My strategy was weird that week, okay? And then lastly, though, we do have the PU Pokemon of the Alolan Raichu going 2-0, the Florges going 1-1, Delphox going 2-3, and Grafaiai going 0-1.
And let's move along. The starting lineups.
Me when that was the first week that I decided to, hey, I'm gonna explode Torkoal.
I still love your exploding Torkoals. Oh my goodness. The Aerial Aces bringing the Kilowattrel and the Hawlucha. I think that combo is pretty much guaranteed. Those are really two strong synergy Pokemon there. But we have the Quacklevola, the Skarmory, Skeletor's Bird, and the Porygon Z. And for the Sparkling Arias, we have the Mega Gallade, the Corviknight, Goodra, Crocodile, Alolan Raichu, and Grafaiai. Let's move along to this battle fun fact, this battle happened on my birthday, as I was streaming. So it was terrifying. But yeah, let's move along and start the battle. Arias leads with Skeletor's Bird, with the Sparkling Arias leading with the Crocodile. They switch immediately into the Skarmory, though, with a Stealth Rock being set up by the Crocodile. The Thunderfang is going to miss the Skarmory, with a Toxic being set up and landing onto the Crocodile. That Thunderfang miss made me really sad. The switch into the Grafaiai, with a Defog is going to clear the rocks from the side of the field. With a Knockoff is going to knock off the Rocky Helmet of the Skarmory after doing a little bit of chip damage. But the Whirlwind is going to take the Grafaiai and bring the Alolan Raichu out. The switch into the Zappy Burb, though, with a Psychic hitting and taking the Kilowattrel to do a lot of damage, but the Psychic is going to take down the Kilowattrel this time around. The Skeletors then is going to come in with the switch from the Raichu into the Crocodile, with the Will-O-Wisp then failing because of the already toxic setup onto the Crocodile. They switch back into the Skarmory though, with a Throat Chop now hitting, doing a little bit of damage to the Skarmory. And then the Thunder Fang is going to land this time, doing some damage to the Skarmory as well. But the Roost is going to bring it back up to over half its HP. Skarmory is being really annoying right now. The Toxic slowly chipping away at the Crocodile. The Crocodile is going to switch back into the Grafaiai with the switch into the Skeletors from the Skarmory. The Will-O-Wisp is going to land onto the Grafaiai with a knockoff landing and taking the leftovers off of the Skeletors. And the Parting Shot is going to land, switching out the Grafaiai into the Goodra with a Torque Song hitting, doing a resistant hit, of course, but of course now bringing the special attack back to neutral. The Surf is going to hit, doing some good damage to the not the Goodra, the Skeletors, and the Slack Off is going to bring it back to over half its HP. The Goodra is going to switch into the Raichu with a switch into the Skarmory from the Skeletors. The immediate switch back into Skeletors, though, with a Thunderbolt doing just a little bit of chip damage to the Skeletors. They switch from the Raichu into the Crocodile. A lot of switching going on here. The Slack Off bringing the Skeletors back to full HP. This Toxic again slowly chipping away at the Crocodile. Switch back into the Skarmory from the Skeletors with a Throat Chop landing, doing some good damage to the Skarmory. The Toxic slowly chipping away at the Crocodile. The Stealth Rock is going to be set up again with the Roost bringing the Skarmory back to almost full HP, and the Toxic is going to take down the Crocodile now. The Gallade comes in, and the Mega Evolution. Where is Gallade? The Thunder Punch is gonna. Where's the Gallade, chat?
It's disappeared. His evasion was so high it had to be lowered to be seen. That is what I'm understanding.
That was so funny. Roos is gonna bring the Skarmory back to half its HP. You see, Gallade's gonna keep punching it though. With the Toxic then landing onto the Gallade. That was so funny. The Thunder Punch is going to land, getting the crit and taking down the Skarmory. The Toxic, though, slowly chipping away down at the Gallade now. With Skeletors coming back in. The Throat Chop is going to land, doing half the damage of the Skeletors. With the Hex then taking down the Gallade, doing double damage because of the Toxic status effect. Goodra is going to come back in, and they switch into the Quacklevolt. Surf, though, is of course going to be resistant hit because of the switch. With a Aqua Step landing, boosting the speed, but the Gooey ability is going to bring it back to neutral speed. And the Thunderbolt is going to do some damage back to the Quacklevolt. They switch into the Porygon Z, though, from the Quacklevolt, with the Thunderbolt hitting the Porygon again. The Ice Beam is going to land, doing some good damage, but not enough to take down the Goodra. Thunderbolt's going to do a lot back to the Porygon. The switch, though, into I had to name the Corviknight Tyro, but it's going to do a lot of damage. The Ice Beam is going to hit again, leaving it on 6 HP, with the Body Press able to take down the Porygon.
Look at that, Corviknight got him killed.
Quacklevolt comes back in. The Aqua Step is going to be enough to take down the Corviknight. The Rocky Helmet is going to do a little bit of chip damage to the Quacklevolt. The attack boost and the speed boost now, making Quacklevolt really scary. Raichu is going to come in. The switch into the Skeletors, though, with a Thunderbolt, taking it to 18% of its HP. Thunderbolt's going to land again, taking down the Skeletors. Hawlucha then comes in. The Thunderbolt does outspeed and takes down the Hawlucha. Just the Quacklevolt left. Very low HP as well. The Thunderbolt is going to outspeed and take down the Quacklevolt. With the Sparkling Arias, 34 turns in. Terrifying. I was shaking so hard during this battle. Tyro, good game. Good heckin' game.
Half that battle was the 18 turns to kill a Crocodile.
Oh yeah, no, literally, there's just so many switches happening, but
kind of just snowballed one way into the other after that.
Yeah. Also, I had to, I had to keep Raichu alive. That was my win condition. But yeah, good Tyro, good game. It was so much fun to battle you. Terrifying.